What's up, all? Wardrobe here. Doing a quick hobby time. I just need to get my 20 minutes a day in. I may get 40 minutes in and count it as 2 days. I don't know. So just need to do some quick hobbying. Might be joined on with some people later, but we'll see. So this is the Commander I started yesterday, and I started the clock, and I'm running, ready to go. And I'm not going to post this anywhere, so we'll just get going here. And looks like we do have McMurray joining. I don't know if anybody else will join us. What's up, sir?
What's going on, man?
Good. Just thought to do a little building here late, real quick, 20 to 40 minutes to get some time in.
That's what I'm doing, man. I got all these Germans. I got an M8 Scott. That's a cool little fella there.
Oh, yeah. Those are cool.
And then I'm putting the finishing touches on a Jagdpanzer IV.
Oh, cool. Dang, it looks beefy.
It is. Yeah.
Who's the maker of that?
These are both Old Glory.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. So
I built M8s in 6mm.
Yes. I unfortunately now possess M8s in 6, 15, and 28.
Oh, wonderful.
Yeah, I have problems.
Oh, I was just going to say you don't have problems.
No. Did you see that message I sent you?
Yeah, so did you get it?
She hasn't returned. She hasn't contacted me back. She's usually an earlier in the day kind of person. But yeah.
Is this local?
No. No, it's gonna require shipping, but that's not a problem for a quarter of micro armor vehicle.
Is there any infantry?
No. I don't know what it is, man.
That's weird.
Yeah, like that's every other giant micro armor lot I've ever gotten is the same way. Just a ton of vehicles, no infantry, nothing.
Huh. What do you think happens with that?
I don't know. I feel like people get into micro armor for the armor because they want to do like Kursk and stuff. And honestly, I mean, you can paint the vehicles, in 10 minutes.
Yeah.
And the infantry takes significantly longer. So maybe that's just people didn't, get into it to play with infantry. I don't know, man. I'm just sad because there's no vehicles or because there's no infantry.
Well, at least you'll have how many are there?
There's a lot. Well, here's the thing. So it's a lady, and she said she's got all this micro armor, but then she's also got ships.
Ooh, cool.
Right. So it was one of those. Oh God. Why don't you tell me when you got the ship list uploaded too? Like set aside this, armor and all these vehicles because it's other vehicles too. Like there's trucks and AA and there's guns. But it was one of those. Why don't you let me know when you have all of the ships figured out too? Because that's just gonna save both of us hassle with you having to go to the post office a second time.
Yeah, really. What's up, Tony Beck? Thanks for jumping on here. Sorry, I was headed on the wrong page here.
Oh, it's all good. Who's that?
Toady Beck. He's got. I don't know who he's got there on his avatar. Looks like some sort of a captain or something, admiral or probably captain.
I'm jumping on.
Yep.
Sorry, I was headed on the wrong.
Whoa! Easy there, buddy.
Good man.
Sorry, gotta concentrate here. Gotta get this arm on, sticking on here.
Right. Check out what infantry I'm building right now, Todd.
Yeah, those are really shiny.
Guess how many pieces these are?
2, the base and the figure.
Guess how hard these are to break?
What are they kissing?
No, they were fighting. God, didn't you ever have G.I. Joes?
I did. He got ran over by a car.
Yeah, I feel like that, bottle rockets, and stealing gasoline out of your dad's lawnmower was the fate of a lot of G.I. Joes. That or I just had.
I left him outside, and my neighbor, the dad, went to work, and G.I. Joe couldn't withstand the weight of a full car, I guess, apparently.
Jeez, no wonder the bad guys always win in those movies.
I mean, what a bunch of. I mean, they just don't make toys the way they used to. Actually, that was the way they used to.
Uh-oh.
Oh boy.
Whoa. Yeah, I was surprised that the bodies on these vehicles are both resin. That was not expected.
And how much do those vehicles cost you, if you don't mind me asking?
They are Old Glory. I'll have to look it up, but not much. Especially for oddball vehicles like these that you're not really going to find plastic kits of anywhere.
Are those 25s or are they 28s?
I was thinking that, and I'll tell you what, this Panzer IV, Jagd Panzer IV looks pretty 28, to be honest with you. The Scott looks 25-y. But this thing's pretty big. Like, there's a 28 guy next to it. It's a tank crewman next to it. Like, so
looks pretty good.
Yeah, it's a big friggin' vehicle.
That metal is really shiny on the bases and on the skirts.
Oh, I got a light right up here by my camera.
Ah, I got you.
I set up a new to me painting area here inside of a smallish roll top desk. So I've got two where's the camera? I got a light here on this side and I got a light here. It's farther over on that side. And then I got a light directly down on top. So I got a lot of light kind of coming in from all directions right here now, which is really nice. I'm a fan.
That's great.
And I can close the top and be happy. It's a good time.
Good times. And so when you buy their infantry at that scale, how many do you get per bag or box or whatever?
8 or 10 for $11.
Okay.
It depends. Some packs are 10, some packs are 8. Like the tank crew is 8. These STG 44 guys are 8, but then the Great Coat Infantry and the infantry in winter jackets are 10. I don't know if there's necessarily any rhyme or reason other than they have a standard infantry rate or a standard infantry pack rate. And some of them are 8 and some of them are 10. But for $1-ish for metal models, don't care.
Detail's pretty decent on them?
Yeah. Once they're painted up, they're not distinguishable really from the Warlord medals, like the Warlord Winter Germans. Unless you pull out the box from the Warlord one and you're like, okay, this pose came from this pose came from this. You know what I'm saying?
And how's the flash and stuff on them?
Not bad. Not bad at all. Like to the point where I was just trimming them, and I was trimming them, but it wasn't enough for me to worry about it. I just zoop with the vacuum when I was done. It wasn't bad at all. What I found is that most of them, the big flash, they've managed to confine to the underside of the base.
And they don't come with bases, right?
No, they don't. These are washers.
Do you fill the gap, the hole, or do the minis just cover it?
The minis cover it. But so for that stuff, I use this. It's an $8 bottle of super glue, but it lasts for flipping ever.
Yeah.
As opposed to the $3 bottles of gel control, which don't last as long because all they are is a little tube inside of the little shooter thing, you know?
Well, you don't need gel control when you're just putting feet on and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So one dot on either side of the little hole in the washer. Toss the guy down on there, and you're good to go. Not only that, but unless you're going to treat them really, really rough, there's a lot of stuff ultimately that's going to hold that figure on there once you put basing glue on and basing materials and everything else, you know?
Yeah. Yep. Let's see. What accessory do I want to give this young man here?
For Christ's sakes, come on.
Let's just put. Oh, I just saw it. Where'd it go? Oh shoot! Where'd it go? Oh, holy cow!
$16 for the Stewart and $18 for the Jagdpanzer 4. Is the price on those? I just looked them up with the discount, but yeah.
Yeah, right. And that's $50 a year.
40.
Huh? Oh, 40?
40, I don't remember, 40 or 50, but then you get 40% off and you get a pack that's worth like $40 anyways.
Your choice, or they just send you whatever they got?
No, they have a list and then you pretty much just email them and ask, hey, can I use this instead?
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, it is. I really enjoy it. It's good stuff. I got, their big box or the big pack of Cowboys. They're like 12 pack of Cowboys one year. I got like a 12 pack of Pirates one year. I got that big 12 box of Dwarves. It's just.
Wait a minute. They send you a $40 item?
Pretty much. Yeah. Yeah. Like some of them obviously aren't. Like you can just choose anything out of their 15 millimeter range, any of the $18 packs. Or they've got stuff selected that you can say, hey, can I get this one instead? And they'll do that. So it's ridiculous, man. It's crazy. And granted, they're still making a profit off of the 40% off stuff.
Oh, yeah. They wouldn't sell it otherwise.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure that's just what they sell to other, resellers for. So they don't care. They're making a profit. And, well, they're getting me to spend an absurd amount of money with them. So good for them.
Congratulations.
Right?
All right,
You
so
played me.
16 is what? 16 is the M1 Garand firing arm.
Oh, geez, buddy. That sounds rough.
What? Building an arm?
No, just looking for the individual pieces that you need. I'm not trying to be a dick. Just
no, it's that part's not my. It's funny. The arms, like I made a note. Do not talk about the arms anymore because I keep talking about the arms. Stop talking about the arms. You've made your point. They're fiddly. You're just a little wimpy boy. You can't handle
that. Jeez,
you can't handle it.
That's awfully negative. I would never say that about you, Wardrobe.
Is this guy going to fire his M1 Garand at a complete 90-degree angle to his body?
Yeah.
Oh, this guy could. He could be firing. Yeah, they're all the all the guys standing up are firing it like across their body.
Yes, they are.
Okay, so I'm doing it right then.
Yes.
Okay.
I was trying to think if I built that kit before, and then you said that, and it's yes, I have.
So I'm doing a 20-minute-a-day challenge.
Yeah, doing the Storm of Steel thing.
Oh, I don't. If Storm of Steel's doing it, that's interesting. I got it from Beard Clipper.
Who did the 15 minutes a day, 15 millimeter thing?
Oh, that was Storm of Steel. I'm pretty sure. Yeah,
that was ridiculously successful.
Yeah, I think that was him.
It very well may not be. I just talking out of my butt at this point in time, but
okay, so this is gonna go.
So the real question is, how much like stowage and whatnot do I want to put on these things? I'm usually not a huge
storage on vehicles. I'm all about. It's like these guys. We had that conversation about like they don't load up with material before they go into battle, but it's also kind of like, well, maybe, but it kind of makes the figures a little bit more interesting.
Yeah,
but it also means more painting.
Exactly, it means more painting for me on vehicles.
Vehicles I'm okay on. Well, I guess it depends how much camo you're going to put on there.
Exactly, and that's always the thing: is that do you want to do it and then try and put it on after you put on the camo?
I was hoping Mini Warmount would get on here and build his set with me.
Right? What a loser.
Oh man, we got people commenting here. Tony Beck,
Pretty. Oh, okay.
love the vibe on your channel. Been subscribed for a bit after stumbling in once whilst searching. I like your style, Tony Beck.
Oh, good stuff, man.
Whilst searching for some ASL tutorials, I think. Glad I got the notification. You got this. Aw, thanks, man.
Check this out, Todd.
You need to slide over because I cannot see it. And there you go.
You can see where they did the
welding.
The proper German style welding of the armor here.
That's pretty good.
Cool, man. That's a cool attention to detail that I was not expecting out of this thing.
That is pretty good.
And I am quite delighted. I feel like there was supposed to be one of the little like Stug automated MGs right here.
Yep.
But it didn't arrive in the kit, so whatever. Such as
you'll probably stumble upon an extra one sometime.
I'm sure I will. And then I
might have one here.
And then I will paint it and stick it right on there. And somebody will say, well, that camo doesn't quite look the same as that one. And I'll say, you're right, it doesn't, because they had to put the gun shield on off of a blown up Stug. Why don't you shut up and go somewhere else? Sorry,
everybody. He said he likes the vibe of my channel. Don't ruin it.
I do. I love the vibe of the channel.
William Copulas. What do you think of 148th Tactic? Fun looking game, easy entry point. So I don't know much about it besides that it's called 148th Tactic, and the models look really good.
Those are true 148 models, aren't they? The figures.
I think so. They do look good. I've only seen a couple videos of people playing it, and the company that puts it out, Boida, their terrain looks awesome. I just really don't have any idea of the game. I just haven't ever played it. I put it on one of my games for the getting started as a skirmish one. I didn't include it as a starter kit because they don't have one that's just 2-player with rules, which was a little surprising actually, considering you don't need that many models. It seemed like they would have put together a 5 versus 5 guy, and so anyway, I don't know. I'm not really a slow skirmish guy like that. So I wish I was doing this chat when there was more people in here, and you could maybe get some ideas of how that is, William. But yeah, the entry dollar point's not too bad, but I also would stumble a little bit having another scale.
I mean, true 28s aren't too far off of the bolt action stuff, to be honest with you. But
oh, really? Okay.
Probably not. I mean, I can't imagine it's too terribly far off, but I know that they're also rather heroic. And the one thing I remember when they first did that Kickstarter was that the models came across as expensive, which I know that there is other stuff with them, but when you're making World War II models and trying to sell World War II infantry models, it always lost me when people made them really expensive. It was kind of one of those, if you want people to buy your rules, they need to make good rules, because it isn't 40K where somebody's going to say, hey, I like those models, I'm going to buy those rules, because there's a million different manufacturers of, World War II infantry out there. Or, if you need an M4 Sherman, guess what? You're going to find a lot of them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And so that's always one of those, I get the draw, but sometimes it's a hard sell when there's that much on the market already.
So, I mean, besides the Warlord, is there a lot of 148 scale though?
In terms of video, like
models, availability of models.
Yeah.
That's a pretty common scale, I guess. I thought it was weird scale.
I mean, 148, 28 millimeter, especially when you're looking at heroic stuff, or slightly large 28s. That's the same-ish scale.
I got you. Okay.
Everybody's used to looking at 156 scale vehicles in quote 28 millimeter, which is closer to 25, either 156 or 163rd is right about 25 millimeter, depending on your definition of 25 millimeter, whether that's, eye to ground, head to ground, helmet to ground, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
But so, I mean, yeah, there's most 28s that you'll find. Again, especially considering there aren't too terribly many like true 25s out there anymore in terms of the height of the figures. Like you can find skinny 28s like Perry. Perry's models are skinnier, but they're not necessarily really shorter. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They can appear that way because they don't have giant heads. But just off the top of my head, you got Warlord, Perry, Gaddis, Foundry, Old Glory. I want to say Old Glory 15s makes 28s for World War II as well, because those are two different companies. In fact, they do, because a buddy of mine got a ton of their French. And that's just purely right off the top of my head here as to where I can get 25 millimeter. But then you got Brigade. You've got, doesn't Crusader make some? North Star makes some. I mean, there's.
Wow, okay. So I was mistaken then. I think I made a mistake in my series. I thought 156 was 25 mil.
That's the standard vehicle scale for 28 millimeter World War II gaming.
Well, doggone, I gotta go make the whole series again.
Yeah, you screwed up, Todd. Sorry, buddy.
Oh, by the way, Al Red Sox fan, hello. Hitting the like button as I hit the hey. Happy New Year. Thank you, sir.
Yeah,
John
buddy.
Longshore, I say, if you don't put the livestock on your back, how are you going to get it to the roar correct? Dan Miller, hi, Todd. Tony Beck, at a glance, those infantry models look gorgeous. I'm not saying Tony Beck said it like that. I said it like that. Yes. Yes, they do. And thank you, Dan, and John, and Al. Sounds like Matt from Rocky's War Room, if you don't know, people watching.
Yeah, run over and subscribe real quick.
He sounds like he's getting some good cameras for some action there.
Yeah, man. It sounds like everything that's going to be streaming on Rocky's War Room here coming up is going to be quite.
You're going to want to watch it on a big screen TV.
Yeah, like really nice big screen TV. Like
Tune
the
into
whole
Rockies for action and amazing color. Tune into mine for boring blah blah blah.
Dude, what the heck?
Hey, watch your mouth. Oh, yeah. Hey. Anyways, tune into Rocky's War Room. I think they're going to try to do a Wild West Fistful of Lead game this week.
I believe Friday, yes.
So go check it out. Check it out.
Check it out.
Hey, I got a shipment today. Recently I got France 40 from Mark Simonich to play, my early war stuff. It's happening this year.
Scratching that
itch, as they say. And so that's cool. That came in. And also got the France Combat Commander expansion. 1940 France, Fall of the West, and Day of Days.
All right. Now you're speaking my language.
Not early war.
Not early war, but that's okay.
And it punched out the my son and I watched Breaking Bad. I punched out the command tokens and the command tokens, and then some battleships or whatever ships and.
Oh yeah, for
bombarding the Germans.
Bombarding the Germans, Lebowski, for Day of Days.
Yep.
Good stuff.
Put them in a bag, and then I started also organizing my Bastogne game, putting them back on their little at start sheet so I can bag them up properly.
There you go. So that's how you're going to be bagging them. You're going to put them on in the order they come in on.
Yeah.
The full campaign.
Yeah.
Good stuff.
I don't know how that will make it to do the smaller scenarios, but it should be too bad they don't have that many.
I was about to say you should be able to look at what you need and then look at when it comes in and find it pretty simply.
Yeah, it's pretty small. Hey, these hand grenades are small. Speaking of small.
Yeah, I do not put those on models, man.
They look so cool, though. Sure they do. Look at it.
But
look at me. This is not helping me get stuff done in 20 minutes.
Yeah. That guy threw his hand grenades. I didn't have any anymore.
Nope, he's just got 2, and they're upside down.
What? They're gonna fall right off. Blow them up.
They're upside down. Still upside down. And right side up. Boom. So is that 20 minutes? Oh, shoot. That's 25 minutes. That seems to be what I do. I tend to go to 25 minutes.
There's nothing wrong with that.
So,
I still got to give the shout out for this fantastic piece by Old Glory. This 2-piece half track.
Oh yeah, that beast of a thing. You're finally getting to that, huh?
Dude, this thing's fantastic. I love it. I just the fact that that's the construction of it is fantastic. And I feel like the only noticeable lines, you've got lines, obviously. Don't care, but I feel like painting them up, they're just going to look like panel lines. It'll be fine. I don't really care. I can throw stuff on it like camo netting or whatever if I need to.
Yeah. Or a little flag or something. Hey,
Yeah.
So Dan, I'll get to your question in just a minute. Toady, for 148th Tactic or the stuff that McMurray's painting there, yeah, you don't really need a huge game board if you're playing, especially if you're playing squad level. If you're just playing a squad or a few guys, you can do a 4x4 table with 5 to 10 guys.
Oh, absolutely.
And there's this would be tight, but you could play a smaller bolt action game on a 4x4. I mean,
Yeah.
you watch Modeling for Advantage. They do it all the time. All their games are played on about a 4x4 table so that they can capture it in the room and get it all on one screen. And I think they play full, whatever full points would be, 1,000?
It depends.
750. I don't know but they play a pretty decent sized game at this scale. So it wouldn't take much. And you're gonna have a little bit of terrain and stuff. So be cool. And then Dan asked, what armor models are those? Who makes them? It's Old Glory.
They're Old Glory 25s from the Blue Moon range.
Check it out.
Yep. One thing that I can vouch for small scale World War II. I know, Todd, you might get angry at me for this one because it's a broken record at this point. But
what I do, but
no, you're not. I'm not. Nobody's getting angry at you. It's that I've played I don't know how many games of Fistful of Lead using World War II miniatures on a 2x2, 3x3, 4x4 table, and it works great. So just keep that in the mind as an option, folks. Where the hell does the 1919 go on a Scott turret?
Yeah, that's a good question.
Let's see.
One for which I will not answer because you need to find the answer in yourself.
You must discover the answer on your own. Aha! It's in the rear.
You're welcome, Dan. Anybody working on anything that's commenting, or are you just watching a couple of yahoos jibber jabber? Rifle.
Huh. These all show 50 cals on the Scotts.
.28 M1 Garand slung right arm. M1 Garand right arm reloading. 26.
Yep, we're putting a 50 on here, Toddy. Luckily, I have right here a pack with, you can't see it, a 50 and a 30 cal in there.
Oh, cool.
From the Houston Colonial Guns collection from Go Figure. My classic shill. These are really nice guns, and it's a really nice line, except for it's a pain to find because you have to get to it through the shipyard. I think we were talking about this. It's just odd.
I guess I should put a machete in somebody's hand, but that seems weird. So
That does seem weird. It's not the Pacific.
I'm not probably going to do that, but thank you. 2930 left arm with open hand.
Like maybe if they were mounted, and you were having to do a, charging the guns at Beersheba sort of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But that's the wrong war, unfortunately. So, oops.
And there's that silence that we all love.
But
Let's see. Dan's working on getting ready to head to bed. Okay, yep. Getting prepping. Yep. I was looking through my old Cry Havoc and Siege board games from the 80s, produced by Standard Games in the UK. Oh, wow.
So here's a fun thing. The vast majority of the flash on these guys, I just took off with my thumbnail.
Oh, nice. Cry Havoc and Siege. Siege, I'm familiar with. Cry Havoc, I am not. And Toady, thanks for being so responsive. Those models will be somewhere between 150th and 160th, around 150th, 55th, he's asking.
Oh, probably closer to 160th, but that's okay. Just don't let people get too close with the vernier calipers and you'll be fine.
I see you're on scale.
Yeah, right. You're not enough rivets on this turret. Oh, okay, cool. Cool.
But you got the mold line.
Thanks,
or the weld line.
Yeah. Yeah, no, they're good vehicles. The price you can't beat, especially again for stuff you're not going to find, in plastic anywhere. Not to mention the fact that I usually tend to go for the non-plastic models anyhow.
Right.
Just because, God, I hate building model kits for war games purposes.
Yep.
If I wanted to be a scale modeler, I'd be a scale modeler. If I wanted to put together two pieces to make a 28 millimeter vehicle, I buy the kit that lets me put together two pieces to make a 28 millimeter vehicle.
Ooh. Guess this guy needs a head.
It will then also give me a solid workout. Like if I had a Panzer Grenadier platoon in these things, I'd have some good times. Yeah, be good.
You don't need to go to the gym anymore. Just go play a war game.
Hey, man, I wish. That'd be great.
Okay, so what else? So yeah, I think Mini Warmut is making faster progress on this than I am, but that's cool.
I don't know if he's doing it with quite as much love, Todd.
He's doing it with more. He's doing it with the scale modeler frustration of this isn't the right.
Yeah. This doesn't match. This isn't the right thing. This isn't the right camo. Buddy, paint it however you want to, buddy.
He'll do a good job.
He'll do a stellar job, I'm sure. I kind of want to post I found the picture, or I found again the. Were you around when I made the 28 millimeter mop?
Mop? I don't think so.
Yeah, to paint some Normandy era German vehicles.
Okay.
Where I found a number of accounts from 12th SS Panzer of them just using mops to apply the paint.
Yep.
So what I do, I took an old spear like this, right?
Okay.
I took a bunch of thread.
Okay.
And I tied it around there to make a 20 millimeter or 28 millimeter mop. And then I dunked that into the paint and I wiped it on the side of the vehicles. And then I washed it out kind of crappily and did the second color. And guess what? It doesn't look super great, but it looks like some 17-year-old German kid wiped it on there with a mop.
Well,
because his sergeant told him that he couldn't get chow until the half track was painted. So there goes
I am putting a pigeon in this guy's hand.
A pigeon?
Yep. They put a pigeon, and you can tell the pigeon's like wrapped up in like a swaddling type cloth or something,
Sweet.
So I'll put a pigeon on. He was carrying a pigeon, and then I'll use a throwing weapon as a.
There you go.
Give him the stats of a throwing weapon.
Toddy's guys said hard pass to the handy talkie and decided they were going to pigeons.
Exactly.
Can't blame them. Handy talkies never pooped on a Kraut's helmet. All right, so I got the ring in there for the machine gun. Just gonna do one of these real quick.
Yeah.
What do you think of that, Todd, for a orientation of the machine gun?
That looks cool. Yeah.
Just off to the side there where it's out of the way until Audie Murphy needs to jump up there and shoot a company of Germans. I think that was actually on an M10, but same basic idea here.
Hey, whatever.
I mean, it's an open top vehicle with a previously carriage mounted gun on it. I don't know.
Got to start my Logitech software. How am I like 28 pigeon with a flamethrower, ignite and toss pigeon? Nice, John.
There you go. Give
Speaking
the
of-
Germans a little food.
Yeah, you just toss them over a little dinner. This set didn't come with a flamethrower, but I will make sure I buy one just to do that move.
I still want to make the GI Panzerschreck team just for the character of it.
Hey, McMurray, how many heads have you had to glue on those minis?
This many. 0.
Interesting. All right, well, so to answer your question, Dan, how are you liking the 28 millimeter Warlord minis? Okay. So they're not as bad to assemble as I thought. Now, if you watch my videos, and I was even talking about it tonight, I'm kind of all squirrely about the arms. Just trying to figure out which arms go best with the figures, and which ones I got to make sure I kind of get a nice ratio of rifles to submachine guns and stuff. They recommend, let's see, 3 with subs, 1 Browning. Those are done. 5 carrying rifles, and then the NCO has a submachine gun. So 4 subs, 5 rifles. So I just need. I want to keep I don't want too much. I don't like having lots of subs, submachine guns. I like having a lot of rifles. So the minis go together. They're pretty well. It's not too bad. I've put together, some Plastic Soldier 15 millimeters before, and those are just insane. So these are like fantastic compared to that size. When the head is the size of that pit, smaller than that. Well, it's the size. The head is the size of like a grenade or something, and you're just fiddling around. So it's not as bad as that. It's fine. It is really a better experience than I expected. I thought I would just be dreading it, but so it's not too bad. This is the only ones I've done. I like the detail on them. They look good. The quality seems good. Mini Warmat, another guy in Rocky's War Room, who he has his own channel. You can go check it out. He's had some of his Germans have broken stuff on it. Mine doesn't have that. So it depends on maybe the year it was or something like that. And they have straps. Like you have to, you can't see that. But the guns, they're strap guns, and you can see it there. So you have to put it around the guys and stuff. I don't know. Talk to me when I've done the Germans. The Americans so far have been okay. The vehicle was great. It is assembled wonderful, and the buildings were good. So
those buildings are great, aren't they?
Yeah, they're nice. They seem a little small, but they're good.
I mean, they are. They suffer the same issues as every, War Games building, but I really like that kit. Like, you can get that, and then I think on NWS, again, the whole village kit or hamlet kit is like $35, which gets you 3 of those full building spurs that you got 1 of in that thing, and you can build a ton of stuff off of that. On a fun note, there's a 6 mil next to a 28 mil.
What's that? I'm sorry.
There's a 6 mil next to
Oh,
a
that's cool.
Yep. I was looking for the rest of the 28 mil Germans and winter Germans to prime, and I discovered my 6 millimeter full early war Panzer battalion.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, and then there's
Oh, geez, that's cool.
oh yeah, 1-to-1, man. It's all there.
Fun.
It's all there. You got three companies of threes, a company of twos. I'm sorry, platoon of twos, three platoons of threes in each of the first two companies, and you got a company of fours light companies, heavy company, three platoons of fours and a platoon of twos, or three platoons of threes and a platoon of twos. Command tanks, got some Stuggies, early Stuggies over here, right? You got your company command, or I'm sorry, your battalion command tanks, some detachment of Panzer ones, some armored cars. You got 222s. There's a 221 right here, so the radio variant. Armored mortars, and then on the far side here, let me turn this around. You've got a big old infantry detachment, Aufklärungs. So you've got a bunch of 250s, and then you've got infantry companies, I believe, with the two self-propelled mortars in each company.
Okay.
And then, you know, your company command half tracks, which have the 37 millimeters on them. And then 6 other half tracks. And then a command for that infantry battalion.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah, man, I have problems.
What'd you play with those?
Nothing yet.
Come on, man.
That was ever since I built a 1-to-3, so ratioed out at 1-to-3, like you would use for, I don't know, Fistful of Toes or something, a heavy Panzer battalion for 1944. And I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. I could do that. I could do some more of that kind of thing. And then I was like, I got a lot of Panzer 2s and 3s, man. I could just see what I could build for the invasion of France.
There you go.
In case somebody wanted to play the invasion of France with me.
I don't know.
Being the
Would that
loneliest boy on earth. What?
In 6 mil, though?
Todd, we could field an entire German armored battalion.
But there's no French to destroy.
Not right here.
Don't question me, man.
The French stuff is upstairs. There's downstairs, Todd.
Oh, is it really?
Yeah, I 3D printed a ton of French stuff. Yeah.
Well, all right then.
Yeah. Here are the worst plastic infantry you will ever get in 28 millimeter, which is why I did not even mention them.
And I will not.
Manufactured by the same company that makes the worst plastic 15 millimeter infantry.
They shall go remain unnamed for everyone to guess.
Half decent tanks back in the day when they were the cheapest ones on the market, but
okay, let's see here. Douglas says greetings, and we say greetings back. Tony says, I got stuck in a vicious cycle with miniature hoarding run rampant. When I moved between countries, I had to decide whether to bring along a suitcase of unpainted lead or make other arrangements. It ended up with me donating about $4,000 worth of unpainted models to my wargaming club.
Hey, at least they're going somewhere where they're going to be played with and loved, man. Right?
Yep. The build, Dan says the buildings are more like 25 mil, but they work okay. Agreed.
Yeah.
Tony Beck, I love the micro army. Yeah, micro armor is pretty cool. I've got some myself, and I go back and forth. Someone got my buildings.
Yeah, some dirty scoundrel.
Somebody, and I was going to give my 2 mil away, but then I kind of have to hold off on that because I'm like, maybe I might still.
You have 2 mil?
Oh, I'm sorry. What? Oh, this is a bad connection. I'm sorry. What?
Did you say you have 2 millimeter stuff?
I do. I was lying. I had a good connection. I knew exactly what you said. Yeah, I've told you about it. I've told you. You just don't listen.
I didn't know you had 2 millimeter stuff. Hold the phone.
Yeah, it's just the terrain.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. So, to make the towns and stuff.
Yes.
So everybody, McMurray and I, well, all of us in Rocky's War Room, except for someone that shall go unnamed.
Yeah.
Roof. We kind of trade back and forth stuff. So I don't know. I don't know if I can never know. Have we ever bought anything from each other? Anyway.
I don't think so. I know
So anyway, McMurray got my buildings, and I got some, 28 mil tanks, and oh gosh, what was the other stuff you?
Flames of War bag.
Oh, the Flames of War bags. Yes, that's right. That was a part of that exchange, I think.
Yeah, those are great.
So we go back and forth about stuff. Who knows? I might end up getting those buildings again someday. We just never know. So, but they are here in St. Louis. I can certainly use them. But
yeah, exactly. That's the point. Like, just come over and use them.
So anyway, but I do still, and the micro armor I want to sell because I'm a guy that likes to sell and then buy it again because that makes a lot of sense.
How'd that work out with Bastogne? I'm sorry.
It worked out great. I had a very fun time playing.
That was rude, and I apologize. So I'm to that point again, Todd. The World War II tray has filled again to the point where I need to.
Oh, geesh. Holy mackerel, man. Well, I'm more holy mackerel. How do you lift that?
Yeah, I go to the gym a lot.
Yeah, you do. You do go to the gym a lot. Specifically. Yeah, do you work out for your job? No, I work out for my lifting my minis.
Yeah. But I mean, all that means is that it's time for another 24-hour painting challenge so I can paint 60 of these.
That would be awesome.
I got the time off. I'm in the Analog Hobbies painting challenge, folks. So go over there, look at them actually, because dude, I did not realize how absurdly outclassed I was going to be in that, Todd. Those people know how to freaking paint, man.
So yeah, I've seen that one. I see them. That's every year, twice a year. I don't know how often it happens, but yeah, they're pretty good.
Yeah, like, yeah, they're good at painting, man. I am fixing to embarrass myself pretty heavily here.
You got to represent St. Louis.
For being honest. Yeah, St. Louis's reputation as a terrible place, which is very well earned, is about to be thoroughly upheld.
Great.
Yeah. Might be, man. Might be.
Sorry. It's hard to talk while you're putting these friggin' on.
I absolutely understand.
So why am I live streaming? Because I got McMurray on here to balance.
Here's a cool one. There's another cool kind of random Old Glory figure that you don't see a whole lot of.
What's that?
A Bofors on a fixed mount.
Cool.
All right. That's off of that Naval Guns line again. There's one of those on the back of PT 109. That kit, and I guess they just tore it off there and said, okay, we'll sell this separately too, which I'm not angry about because that's a cool model.
Anyway,
yeah.
Let's see who we got here. Micro Armor. Who you hanging out with, Todd? I recognize the voice. Oh, so Dan, that's McMurray. He's from. You would have heard him on some of my chats before, but he's also on Rocky's War Room. Rocky's War Room ramble and live games and et cetera, et cetera.
Yes, sir. That's me.
That's my name. Don't wear it out.
Yeah, don't wear it out, Todd. Jeez.
So that's who it is. McMurray. So yeah, that's what that is, Dan. I don't know if that helps. Let's see. Tony Beck, exactly. I'm certainly in the market for painted micro armor. Yeah. Oh. I said, I say after saying I'm keeping it. Oh wait.
So wait, somebody's going to pay me money for it though.
John, do you have a
Right.
magnetic sheet for your infantry or metal sheet and magnetic bases? He has metal and magnetic sheet.
Yep,
Metal washers.
correct. I do that with these little scrapbooking 12 by 12 cases you can get at Michael's, right? Wait until they're on sale. They're like $5. You pay, I don't remember how much for the magnet, but I think I'm in like $7-8 for each case, and it's a 12 by 12 magnetic case that'll hold. It's well over an inch tall, so that Bofors is not even close to touching the top of it, and it's significantly taller than a 28 millimeter miniature. So I got the gun up. Ah!
Oh, dude. All good until
Gotta
it's
love
dropped.
metal minis, baby. Gotta love metal minis. Oh, Jesus. Oh, buddy. That being said, they also make a slightly slimmer version, like a less tall version. This one's only, well, it says it's 12.9 by 12.9. All right, well, it's not quite fully 12 by 12 on the inside, but for the micro armor, and that's only about an inch thick. So I put 6 mil and stuff in those, and that works really well because then you can really stack them in there. And as you can tell, you can get a lot of micro armor in there, and those are all on inch by half-inch bases.
Dan says, "Oh, that's right. Apologies, McMurray. Yeah, You're good, Dan."
I'm hard to offend, man. You're good.
John, my wife got like 3,000 magnetic refrigerator type. They threw out from her job. Oh, I love that kind of thing.
That's fantastic, man.
So John's like set for the rest of his life for magnets. That's cool.
That's outstanding. Oh, hold on. Here's another good storage solution that I found from the Michaels.
From the Michaels. So while he's going, so what I'm doing, everybody, I don't know if you came on late. I wanted to jump on here and get a couple of 20-minute sessions in. Yeah, I'm kind of cheating on the 20-minute a day challenge, but I got to do what I can do to get this done. So I got 5 things done. I'd already kind of started one. So these got done in 20 minutes. These 2 guys, one holding a pigeon. I don't expect you to see it. I'll have to film it with my camera. Okay, anyway, you're not going to see that. Just look for I'm doing like 2-minute update videos of my progress here. And this guy, another commander from one of my squads, and then this guy. So I got 5 guys done, and then, Rommel. So just real quick, these 5, and then add them to the 1, 2, 3, 4, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 19 Americans so far. Out of how many? 19. So 1, 2,
24 maybe?
1, 2, 3. I think you're right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 6 and 9 is 15 and 24. I'm getting close. Sweet. All right, Maria, what are you going to show us?
No, just another good storage solution for like 6 mil stuff from Michaels are these little guys. They're for holding, standard 4x6 photos. And they hold 16 of these little trays that are then designed to hold 4x6 photos. So if you get 4x6 photo magnets, they sit in there really nicely. And yes, I'm holding my 6 mil upside down in them right now. Works just fine.
What are those based on?
These?
Yeah, what is that?
War Games Accessories steel bases. Here's an unpainted one.
Those are big bases. What are they?
Yeah, they're for Rommel, so each one represents a company. So this is a small battalion, or I'm sorry, 2 small battalions.
Right. Okay. That's cool.
Yeah. So that means in 16 of these things, I can get what's 6 times 16? 96.
Yeah. Well, wow. Dang.
Of these. So I've got a couple that have German infantry in them. We've got some German artillery. You've got
man,
2 of 88s, Nebs, 105s.
Look, everybody, why 6 mil is so awesome.
Yeah.
I mean, you can have your whole game in that box. That one big box. You can have.
That's the idea.
Yeah. How many armies do you have in there? 2 armies or 3?
Yeah, I've got Germans and Americans. This is only one half of the one side that you've seen so far. I do need to make some more German infantry because 12 stands is kind of weak. Over here on the American side, there's 1, 2, 3 full. Oh, hold on. Okay, that guy back there looked loose. There's 3 full guys of infantry. And then here's a couple more. These actually, you know what? Oh, these are my airborne. That's why they're in khaki.
Yeah. You see that, everybody that's in khaki? I got you full screen now. So.
Oh, okay, yeah. So these are airborne. So there's a battalion of airborne. More Americans. So we got Shermans, of course. Again, it's for Rommel. So each one of these represents a company. I'm not claiming for any of those of you who are watching that 2 Shermans completes a company of Shermans. These are not Soviets. Some more Shermans. Got a fun mix in there. So you got a welded hull here. Cast hulls, stuff like that. Again, that's the nice thing is there's 8 of these stupid things on either side. So you can really pack in the figures.
That's amazing. I mean, that's a whole. It's like almost like getting a board game or something.
It is. I have pack howitzers that I need to add crew to. These are little random things. Rommel doesn't have mortars in it. It's assumed to be organic to the units, so they don't put them in, assuming that company or battalion level mortars will be split up between the companies.
Okay.
But I made a couple. A U.S. chemical mortar section just for weird stuff because Sam Mustafa also includes, hey, if you want to do stuff, build it yourself. As well as because I was thinking about playing the taking Visery, Neff, and Marguerite in Rommel, an anti-aircraft unit. So I've got a stand of 50 caliber M2s on anti-aircraft mounts because I may have gone through and made sure that I had everything, which is why I need to paint a German infantry gun section.
That's awesome.
Fun. Some M10s. And
how do you glue them? How do you stick the magnets to the plastic where it stays?
Dude, they're self-adhesive. I peel the backing off of them and I apply them to the bottom of the.
Okay, so I've done that, and they just popped off the plastic.
Don't know what to tell you. These are holding strong after a couple of years. And American Artillery, 105s. There's more American stuff down here, too, because the scenario I had this set up for was a scenario around in Lorraine, around Ericourt, which is a cool thing to look at and a cool thing to read about. But that's one of those things we were talking about where it's really hard to game because you've got really experienced Allied tankers in Shermans fighting inexperienced German tankers in Panthers. So it didn't quite go how you would probably expect, right?
Yeah.
So I wound up having to kind of gaggle up the Americans and give them a little bit of extra. But so again, here's some fun German paint jobs. We've got Jagdpanzer 4s. So again, there we've got something in 6 and then one in 28.
That's great.
Couple stands of those, one with the L48 gun, one with the L70 gun. Couple stands of Nashorns, because why not? They're cool. I know they're never on the Western Front. Cut me some slack. Some Tigers in Octopus camo, because again, they're cool. And I like
Why not? How do you paint those?
With a brush.
Come on now. Do you prime?
Yes. Yeah. So I prime them like a desert yellow or a tan, and then I go over them with the desert yellow.
Okay.
Yeah. Some of them were already painted, like these Stugs that are really dark were already painted. I just put on the camo.
Do you wash them at all?
Not when I'm doing camo on them. I found that it kind of pops out when you do that. Otherwise, it dulls out like these guys as opposed to these.
Yeah, that was a mistake I made. I think I spent a little too much washing heavy for a sick smell.
Yeah, there you go. Oh, yeah, I forgot about these guys. So these are German recon companies. So you got one company that's mostly on motorcycles,
That's cool.
and then a couple that are truck and
Man.
motor and car mounted, which are cool.
John, I want to come to your comments back, but Toady Beck says, "What a box of treasures!" It
Right,
is.
it is. Some German 155s, Panthers. These are all Panthers again. So those are the things that historically got cut up but had some problems in game. And lastly, like I was saying, we needed more U.S. than otherwise. We've got 3 batteries of Priests, and then 3 companies of Stewarts. Because in a late war U.S. Armored Battalion, you should have 3 companies of Shermans and 1 company of Stewarts.
That's right. Amen. John, real quick, said, as long as it's not Joanne's, I hate strong arming grannies to get out of there.
Always, man. Always. That's why I always have to go. So I work nights, and whenever I go to Joanne's, if I can, I try and get in there as early as possible. And if there's a bunch of cars in the parking lot, I just don't even go in.
Let's say some of those grannies get there pretty early, I bet.
They do. They do. I don't know, man. It's weird.
All right, here we go. John says, I remember I kept all my Napoleonic minis in my dorm dresser drawer and walked across campus carrying that drawer to games. That is awesome, John.
Dude, I knew a buddy who, I kid you not, would take a drawer full of Tyranids. Yep.
That's hilarious, dude.
Yep. Hey, man. I had a shoebox.
I absolutely love Blucher, have Rommel, never really more than glanced at it. Yep.
Dude, Rommel's fantastic. I've never played Blucher, but I really enjoy Rommel. I didn't think I was going to really enjoy Rommel because I'm not a huge fan of grid-based stuff. But I got to tell you, Rommel's good stuff. I'm a fan.
Did you mark each base with one of those little counter things, or how'd you do that?
Yeah, I've got
Careful.
a bunch of blank ones in here. They're the ones that are on the website. So you just write in the stuff, and then I put a piece of double-sided tape right here, and they slide right under the base.
You think about putting a magnet on them and dry erase or anything, or
no? I just do them pen and pencil.
It's too much work. Yeah, which is more work? I guess they're about the same.
But exactly. I don't know. I'm sure.
That's a pretty good idea, though. I hadn't really thought of that. I was kind of always like, so the thing about my 6mm. All right, I'll get mine.
Okay. We're doing it.
You showed me yours. I'll show you mine.
Well, I'm not done showing you mine, buddy. Boy, howdy. We're putting it that way. Let's get it on.
Okay. So while he's getting his stuff, I really need to go to bed. It's past my bedtime. Thank you, everybody, for jumping on. I appreciate it. So here are my 6s. Let's see. Can we get the light on here? Oh, we're just looking at McMurray's. Need to change the camera.
Oh, yeah, we're doing that again, huh? I'm living up to my old name.
Okay. So here are some of my 6s.
Yeah, see, yours are beautifully painted.
Well, these were painted by Harrison here locally. As that one was. And these were painted by David Schaffner. This was painted by Dave Schaffner.
There you go. Look at that.
I love this Stuke.
Yeah. What's that big German tank there by your right hand? Nope. Closer to you.
Just because I got it.
It's a Panther, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, it's King Tiger. Look at you go.
That's a Harrison paint.
There's a big gray one down there in the corner. Not quite. It might just be the angle. One in from there. It looks like a Stug right next to that, but perpendicular.
Okay. Well, these are the same one. It's the stub nose Stug.
The stubby Stugs. Yeah.
Sorry, everybody. It's not a clear. That's
the
one hard thing about 6s is getting them on video.
Yep.
Anyway, so there they are. These are based. So he based these just on like little stands, little plastic stands.
Uh-huh.
And then, so I got a bunch of, this is my early war stuff. So I got some 38s. I think those are the checks.
Yep.
Some these are probably 3s. Got some Hetzers.
There you go.
Then this is my standard way of basing. Wow, that is just not focusing at all. So I got a little discouraged with my.
Oh, there you go. 2HQ.
Yeah. I got a little discouraged with my basing. And I also had a little struggle with these bases. These are War Game accessories. So these are, I mean, they're awesome bases.
Yeah.
But they're so small. They're so thin. You end up picking up the models a lot.
Yes, you do.
And I have a little dainty fingers. So, I got some Panthers here.
Oh, man.
You can see mine's on mag. Well, not all of them.
Oh, no.
They look great. I don't know, this isn't going to be any
a lot of infantry, buddy.
terrible video. So then I base mine on like not quite 1 inch, maybe 3/4 inch by 3/4 inch.
Yeah.
And then just put, I put a P for Pioneer. Oh yeah, look at that. This is some good video right here, people.
PZPO. That's what I was getting ready to do. PZPO, man. Panzer Pioneer.
So Pioneers, second, whatever, and then a dot.
Yep.
I don't know why I did a dot. Anyway. So then so I would base them 3 to a base, or I did base them 3 to a base. And then, it'd be 3 would make either a platoon or would make a company. They'd either be platoons or squads.
Yeah.
In the games I played. I got a radio truck. I got some Tigers. I got some
fours.
I got some 4s. Some little R35s.
Nice. Panzers.
Woo. And I just put a white dot for the commander. That's whatever.
Makes sense.
Recce.
Waving it.
Is this a Nash? What is this thing? Oh, it's a Bison.
Oh, with the 155 or with the 150 on there?
I guess that says Bison 138. Is that, would they even use those on the West? Can't imagine I painted a. Well, look at that. My friggin' even on my cardboard, my magnet's coming up. Where'd I get my magnet? That's what I don't understand. It's like, anyway. So there's that group. So I got some Hetzers here. Another thing I struggle with is basing planes.
Yeah, dude. Especially in 6. I wound up I used the Vallejo modeling putty stuff. Their textured putty, and you have to use the really fine stuff because the thick stuff is obviously built for 28. And if you're doing it on 15s or 6s, it's just game over. And then as you can see on those, I static grassed them.
Yeah.
Just because it meant it was an easy way for me I got a big aluminum sheet pan, like you see at barbecues.
Yeah.
And with them being on steel bases, it meant I could get glue on all their bases, put them into the sheet pan, click the static grass applicator to the pan, and then just go over a ton of bases all at once. It took me a while, but I feel like it would have taken me longer dunking each of them into some sort of flocking. You know what I mean?
Yep. So Toady Book says Blucher was the bane of the Prussian army and got lucky at Waterloo. Or didn't I hear someone say Blucher? You did. Someone said Blucher. And then what's that? I can't see what those are. And we got France was in sad shape after October 1813. Everyone was their bane. Oh no. Germans can make a laundry van look good, but it's still a laundry room. That's funny. The computer died, so that's why we lost McMurray. Germans can make it, yeah, that's funny. So anyway, I guess I'll keep showing these here, and then I got to go here soon. So if McMurray gets back on, hopefully he does. So these are some Russians that I got from a local guy. Oh, geez, these are all mushed up here. Got the T70 T26s. Those are just great little tanks there. And holy mackerel, man, these got really smushed. And then a bunch of T34s, but don't you need a bunch of them? Isn't that how that works? So these are all just little bases here. Someone could probably tell me that they're 85s or 70 whatevers. Jeez, man, these got all messed up here. SU-76s, some Russian troops. This is my Russian box, apparently. These were all done by a local guy. Guess I need to play a game with these. These were not magnetized here. So there they are. These are just like fishing tackle boxes here that I've got these all in. So, hey, British Legion, what's up, man? The 28 mil is doing well. It's better than I thought. Assembling them is not the end all. Those two are done in 20 minutes, so it's taking me about 10 minutes each. Those three were done in 20 minutes, but I'd already started one. And this is what I've got done so far. Not today, but just throughout the time. Thanks for asking, man. Need to send them to you to paint, man. Because I can't say I'm necessarily looking forward to that, but I am going to do it all as a part of my, getting started in World War II gaming. And yep, so McMurray's now commenting. So McMurray says we should play Flames of War in 6 mil. So then these are my Americans. So this was my Armored Infantry Battalion in where each stand is a platoon. So that's a company. Looks like I'm missing some pieces here. Why would I be missing pieces? So you got your half tracks, your 57s, in each platoon. So I built these all out for a game, and then I stalled out, and I didn't build anymore. Oh, see there, I got those same tanks that McMurray was building. Those M8s, those are cool. So my small bases would work perfectly with yours. Yeah, maybe I should play a 6 mil game. Hey, what's up? He's back.
What's up?
So yeah, man, I don't know. I guess I do have a lot here. I guess I could play. I should try Flames of War in 6 mil.
It's full of toes or something. There's a ton of games out there,
That's what I use Blitzkrieg Commander for.
Well, we'll play Blitzkrieg Commander then.
Tell me what to do, Devil Woman.
Well played.
Wait, am I? Oh, my Germans were in that other box too. So these are some more of the Germans. This is probably some of the worst flocking I could have done. It looks like I sneezed flocking on there.
It happens, man.
And then I got these Americans. I got the little thing, and then little scouts, little German trucks. I was telling everybody I kind of built it out for a game, and then I kind of stalled out. And I think if I had just kind of kept painting 6 mil, like all this time I'd have some huge armies here. But I kind of got discouraged with like I was saying earlier, I got discouraged with my basing because I was like, I don't know, it's just not, I think what happens is I was comparing to others, right, who have these
absurd bases,
these nice bases with, especially at 6 mil, where it's okay to put like some typed up, designation about, man. I guess one reason I'm glad I'm in the bigger scale is you can see the stuff. Oh, there we go.
Oh, there you go.
So again, 2 with 3 dots. I'm not really clear why I went with the dot system, but just to differentiate it, I guess. But maybe it's not so bad. No, I mean, the one game I had a bunch of people playing with it and didn't, or I've had no one complain about it.
Well, couldn't have been too bad then, man. To be honest with you.
Yeah, exactly. So now the last couple times I've pulled these out, I'm like, oh yeah, man.
I look forward to playing it, and I've never played with them before.
Yeah, it's pretty fun. I mean,
there you go.
You can see what you got, the vehicles especially. So then my thinking was, let's see if I have. After getting rid of my buildings, was to base up some 2 mil towns. Let's see what we got here for comments. How's the 28 British? I got that. We should okay, got that. Good stuff. Thanks, British. John says there was a time I could have laid out 3,000 Napoleonics and noticed that I was missing a Wartenberg horse battery. Wish I had that attention to detail for my checkbook.
Right.
And Toady laughs, and we all laugh.
Are they commenting on Facebook or YouTube or what?
What's that?
Are they on YouTube or what?
These are all YouTube. Yep.
Oh, okay.
So you get these these 2 mil buildings, and you set up in maybe 4-inch blocks. And if you wanted a small town, you would do a 2-inch block, and that would be your town. So you just set it up. You got your little bridge. And so, if you're playing, especially even if you're playing at squad level, frankly, but
are those brigade models?
These are Pico.
Pico, I'm dumb. Yeah.
So then you just put your guys there, and because you're already playing at an abstracted scale, like this is a platoon or even a squad, you just bloom and just say they're in the town. You don't have to say they're in that church. So you could, the church is big enough, or you could say they're in that church. But then I figured you just kind of build out the blocks for the city. You just have yourself little towns. Paint a little street on there, base them up in 4-inch or 2-inch sections, and the rivers would be small, and it would, just kind of work out that this is a whole town. Now, the one thing I was curious about, though, see, to me, it doesn't really work at 28 mil, but it does work at 6 mil. It's like, how would you want to kind of build the town so that you could put your figures on there without laying over. So I think
that's always been my issue.
You'd want to place the buildings just close enough so you can either put them in the middle of the town or kind of on top of the buildings if you wanted.
One thing that I have seen people do is have markers. That's a beautiful church, man. It really is.
I am. This is one of the paint jobs I'm pretty happy with that.
Oh, holy Nike. You did the stained glass and everything.
Yeah, baby.
Look at you go.
Look, I couldn't believe this when I found it. Look at the door.
Nice.
Put the iron on the door.
That's outstanding, Todd.
Yeah,
I'm blown away by the glass, man.
It's one of those deals where you're like, holy cow, that looks great. I painted that?
Wow, when I take my time, it looks good.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. Well, okay, this happened to me when I first painted miniatures, and then I want to hear what you want to say about the buildings. Is the first time I painted minis, they looked fantastic, and then they kind of went downhill.
Yep.
And so, here's a bridge that I started on. It's not much to paint a bridge, but so that church was my first one, and I have a feeling once I got to the 10th building, okay.
Yes.
Look at that guy. I mean, look how tiny that is. Anyway, so what have you see people do it?
Oh, so kind of to do that, get that little bit of abstraction of, you can't look at a town from, across the field and be like, oh, look, it looks like there's four platoons of Fallschirmjäger in there. They have the towns labeled with little flags or whatever. And then off board, they've got the miniatures that are in there, right?
Okay. Yeah.
Which, especially in tiny scales like this, doesn't hurt at all.
Yeah.
I've seen guys that have put tanks in there. They'll leave their tanks, but they'll pull the infantry off. It's all a matter of preference. But yeah, I get what you mean with. I understand the frustration of trying to figure it out with. Oh, that's a good idea, John.
Yeah, no, that is good. Just kind of just get a gray piece and just kind of plop them down.
Yep.
And that way you can kind of just change up the towns. That's probably a good idea.
I like to do with woods.
And then for forest, I was just going to use clump foliage and just set it on the table and just kind of put them in shapes of forest. Fields are easy. And rivers, I'm not sure what I would use for rivers.
Yeah, I have not. That's one of those things. Rivers and roads are what I've been wrestling with to the point where I almost said screw it and put roads on a map for Rommel, because when you draw roads on there, it doesn't matter, right? Because there's assumed to be roads in every square.
But roads don't matter in Rommel, right? Did you just say that?
But
do roads matter in
Yeah.
Rommel?
yeah.
Oh, they do.
No, they do not. No, they don't. They're assumed to be roads in every square.
I got you. Yeah.
But it's one of those. At what point is it worth it to just say, you know what, this is a piece of fabric that I paid $10 for? I can just, if I want to make a map for one thing, will I be able to use it again? Yes. Will it be absolutely perfect? No. But who cares?
Right. And Toady says Napoleonic era is excellently suited for miniature combat.
Right. Yeah.
Agree. John again with the good ideas. John's cranking them out here tonight. I used masking tape for rivers and roads. Sorry, so 70s. Nope. It works. I mean, the guy that, to me, the one of the, well, there's that guy that does this just stupid, crazy photorealistic tables, but forget that for a moment. The guy that I think is the best 6 mil table maker for playing games on a consistent basis and that's able to build a table relatively quickly is oh my gosh, I built them all up and I forgot his name. Mark Luther.
Mark Luther, is he on the YouTube?
He is not on the YouTube. He is on the Facebook and he posts his pictures via one of those photo sharing sites, Photo Bucket or something. So it's kind of hard to find his stuff, but his 6 mil. So what he does is he does the styrofoam underneath the table, on top of the table.
Schnikey, yeah.
Layered, right? Different, so it's undulating hills and channels and whatever. And then put the drop cloth on it. And that drop cloth, he's got a few of them that are kind of, now they're just all patinaed and stuff because he's been using them for years. But he then will draw, so they're like green or kind of, look like if it's the steppes of Russia, whatever it's supposed to look like, the main ground. But he's kind of painted them over the years. And then he just draws the roads on there with pastels.
Yeah, I'm seeing that.
And then so you found him?
Yeah, on TMP. Damn,
yeah, he's always on TMP. So he plays I Ain't Been Shot. Most of his games were I Ain't Been Shot Mom at 6 mil. And now he got into Chain of Command and his tables look even great at 28 mil. I'm like, you jerk.
Oh, I'm sure.
But, and I was in Atlanta. He's in the Atlanta area. And I was in Atlanta for business. And we this close to getting a game together. I could not get over there from my work that I was doing there. I was so close to getting to play in one of his games. It's like, doggone it. But his tables look just amazing. I mean, Mark Luther, TMP, I Ain't Been Shot Mom sites, whatever you can find.
Hey, he's got everything on Flickr. Jesus.
Yeah, no, and he does a one Flickr set where he shows you how he builds a table. He goes, oh yeah, no, here, I'll show you. And I'm like, oh, great, that's never going to happen. I don't have an excuse. I did use chalk. I didn't have any pastels. I did use chalk for rows. It looked okay. It just his tables look very realistic.
They do. I'm sending you a picture right now of one of them, which is absurd. He's got an overhead view.
Oh, that's funny, John. All right, everybody. Let's see if I can share my screen real quick, and then I need to go to bed. So let's do this. Let's do a little show.
Time for Toddy.
Someone's got to work tomorrow.
I do not. I am off work for 6 more or 5, several more days.
All right. So can people see that?
Well, once it catches up, I can tell you. Geez. Yeah, it just that's wild, isn't it? Yeah, no, it's good. You can see it.
Dang, dude.
And you said those are pastels,
Yep.
and do they come back out? Like, can you get
Yeah,
them?
he washes them. Yeah, he just washes them in the washer. Look at that. 6 mil buildings.
Yeah, it's insane. Andy's one of those people who doesn't put his tanks on bases, which I completely understand.
Yeah, no, I think I like it. And you can see, oh my gosh. Look at this.
I have seen a number of these before, and they're mind-boggling. I usually catch these on TMP.
TMP. Anyway, I just Mark Luther. Fantastic stuff.
Oh, buddy.
East front game going at it.
Wave goodbye, France 40. I ain't been shot, mum's 6mm game. Oh man. Lardy Day 2017. I am officially quite jealous. I'm looking for the Watch How I Build This album. The issue is there's like 80 something albums or something on here. Dunkirk Perimeter, 6mm. I ain't been shot, mum. Oh man. Shoo-wee. Oh man, there's a February 1945 I ain't been shot, mum, that's got a couple of Yog Tigers as the preview.
Oh, check this out. Look at that table.
Yeah, man. I'm scrolling through the same thing you are, and it's wild. Like, it's just crazy. And there's
the fields on top.
There's 2 more pages of this.
Look at that. Look at that picture there. 4503. Oh.
Yes. Exactly.
Mark Luther, people. Get inspired. I don't know if you're commenting. I can't see it right now, but so then he got into chain of command, but again, his tables look great at chain of command.
I mean, it's.
And look at him. I mean, you don't even.
I could never do anything this cool, but you absolutely could. We just got to sit down and do it. We could do this, Toddy. Let's do it, man.
Look at that. I mean, oh my God.
Yeah, sweet. Good Lord. Those are the tables I legitimately lose models on.
Yep.
Done it before. One of those where I have to really, really carefully count every model as I'm putting it away, or else I will leave 28s on those.
So he's doing what McMurray's doing, looking for
the how-to.
Yeah.
Setting up tables, there's one, but I feel like that's not necessarily I'm making it. It's a how to do this or how to lay them out.
There he goes.
Matilda's around a Ross. Oh, geez, man.
All right, so styrofoam.
Setting up the Junaville game, is that what you're looking at?
Yep.
I guess I could just go back to here, yeah.
There we go. More styrofoam. Laying it down. Pasteling it out, boy.
Well, I guess I'm gonna go see if I can find a brown pastel at the art place over here and see if I can find something if that'll work. Just
oh gosh, look at his woods.
I know. Jesus, Mary and Joseph, man.
Look at that. Oh, come on.
How do you put vehicles through there? Or is the entire
know how that works.
I feel like the entire point is that you don't. I was listening to that was you talking with
the Kaiser.
Yeah, where you don't drive vehicles through there.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen. I mean, I don't know if you do what I do. Like I was just talking with him about, but You know,
Yeah.
I look at the woods around here. I'm like, you can't drive a tank through there, not in any sort of speed.
No. I've spent a long time walking through woods in Missouri and other places, and yeah, you can do it. It's not easy. I wouldn't want to do it if somebody is possibly out there looking at me to shoot me.
Right. Yeah, here we go. This is the one I was really thinking of.
Which one's that?
Setting up tables.
Yeah.
Tape it up. He's got this valley. Now he's taping them up, puts the fabric down. So this fabric is just kind of through the time has just got this more and more green and stuff.
Yeah.
And then he puts this railroad track down there, and look at that. Look at that. And then you got the sunken track.
Yep.
And he adds his fields. Looking at his map.
And there he is with the pastels.
There's going pastel, Billy. And you just kind of do your dark brown.
Layered up.
Build up light color, just like your
Doing anything
green.
else for you.
Picture crossing, has little trees there, the little path. Come on, man.
Yeah, this is absurdly beautiful.
Just that nice natural color. I mean, it's just so fantastic.
Well,
Look at
Tom, what's up?
It's just great. Mark Luther's awesome. Like,
Yes.
there was a time when I was seeing his games, and every time I'd be like just gushing about him. I'm sure you're like, okay, weirdo, calm down there, buddy.
Well, understandable. That being said, this is why I've been eyeing up the those little foam tiles that you can get at like a what are we going for here?
Hold on.
Harbor Freight. You know?
Yeah, let's check it out. Come on, man.
What? Don't tell me what to do.
Minnie, you were supposed to get on here and paint with us. Or
Yeah. What
build
the
it
heck,
up.
man?
I didn't
What the
ask you
heck?
specifically, but I kind of assumed you're like, oh yeah.
I mean, you posted it into all the War Room people. You could have got on here.
I don't know what a flicker is. TikTok without the singing. Yeah.
Way better than TikTok, John.
Too cool for school. I'm getting nerdgasm here. Yeah, you should.
Yeah.
You go to bed.
Harbor Freight. That's the store. Like the foam mats that you stand on, right? That you put in front of like a standing workstation.
Mm-hmm.
Been
Yeah.
looking at
Oh
those.
no, yeah, I know exactly what you're talking about.
I know a lot of guys who use those.
Oh, come on.
Dude, Warmoth's such a dork. But there you go. Toady, are those interested in the 6 mils?
So Toady, you can send me
Toady,
let me think about it. But Toady, my email is are you ready for this? It's not an easy one. Are you ready, Toady? I hope you're there. I'm gonna give it to the world here. See you, Mini Warmut.
Well, I Warmot.
It's itineranthobbyist@gmail.com. So itinerant hobbyist, ITINERANT, just like you spell itinerant, nothing weird, and no space. So itinerant hobbyist, HOBBYIST, @gmail.com. Itinerant hobbyist. Yeah, send me your email, and then I don't know. I don't think I'm ready yet, but I just don't think I'm ready. I'll tell you what I kind of put a price on them, but a while back when I was really going to sell them, but I don't know. Let's just talk.
But then some came along and just traded you a Flames war bag for all your unpainted stuff and ruined that.
What's that?
I said, but then some jackass came along and just traded you a Flames of War bag for all your unpainted stuff and ruined that.
Yeah.
Who would do that?
I don't know.
Real bad person, to be honest with you.
Hey, so everybody who popped on here on this late night chat that has gone an hour and 34, so now 70 minutes longer than I was planning. So, all right. Thank you, McMurray, for coming on with me. Keeping the energy going. Got some stuff built out here. You got some tanks built. What'd you get built? Tanks and what'd you get? What'd you do? Tanks?
Built some tanks.
Yeah.
Finished
Little
up
show and tell.
all things based.
Yeah.
I need to prime a lot. I need to prime real bad.
Yeah. You got some priming to do. So you got some cold, wet winter day painting.
Yep, that's okay. I got some semi-warm basement priming, so it's all good.
All right. Hey, thanks everybody for coming on. So Tony will reach out. That's awesome. John, thanks for the clap. Yeah, you have a good steak. British, you have a good wake up. It's now, gosh, yeah, what time is it? You're getting up nice and early, nice 6 o'clock in the morning there. Beautiful. I do appreciate y'all coming on. Every German has a tank division. Yes, that's right. Yeah, thanks to all the people who came on. Tony, Minnie Warmut, British, John, John McMurray, John, Tony. Yeah, I appreciate the comments. Dan Bowman, it's good to see you on there. Al Red Sox, William Kupelas, saying that wrong. Oh, look, Wardrobe Plays World War II came on here. Well, that's funny. On Twitch, it's Wardrobe Plays World War II. And anyway, and StreamYard came on. Okay, thanks everybody. Be awesome, and we'll see you sometime. Comment, channel, subscribe, smash that notification button. Blah.